What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is American versus British words with opposite meanings.
Interesting. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure I will know some of the ones.
I think I think it'll be one of them. We'll go, oh yeah, or we might be surprised, and it might mean something rude in the UK, not rude in the US, vice versa. It'll be interesting to see. First time we check this channel out.
Yes.
Their link is in the description. I'm sure it's a great channel, but we don't actually know.
We don't know.
You guys have recommended it, so I'm sure it's a fantastic channel. Hope you're enjoying the videos. Couple days consistency. We're still married. Nothing's gone down the pan yet.
It's a bit early to get a divorce. Can't afford one.
You can't afford one of them.
For the foreseeable.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. American versus British words with opposite meanings.
Hi, I am back today with another video about British versus American English and some things that are a little different and quirky about our two different languages. If you're new to my channel, hello, I am Dara, and my husband Ian and I live in North Texas for part of the year and in Gloucestershire for part of the year. My husband's a dual citizen, so in my 31 years of being married to him, I've heard a lot of British things, and we've traveled extensively to Britain and now live there for part of the year. So I keep a list of interesting words and phrases that when I hear them, I think, wow, I didn't know it meant that in Britain. And it's one of those things when someone uses the word, sometimes you want to say, I do not think it means what you think it means, which for those of you who are fans of The Princess Bride, you know what I'm talking about.
You keep using the word.
By the way, shout out to that. That went out on the movie channel the other day.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Literally like 4 days ago it went out on the movie channel. So go and check it out. The Beesley movies. Great movie.
Yeah, good movie.
Really funny. But yeah, I don't think you know what that means. Was it inconceivable? Was that it? It was inconceivable, wasn't it? I think. Let us know in the comments.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
So I have a list of several words that I want to talk about that either mean kind of the opposite on opposite sides of the pond, or at least have a kind of positive versus negative connotation in our two countries. So let's get into it and let me know your thoughts. If you disagree with my opinions, let me know.
That's what we're here
or
for.
If any of these are surprising or new to you, let me know that too. I'm always interested to know what I'm sharing that people didn't already know. I'm going to start off with my favorite one. And I think I actually might have mentioned this in one of the very first videos that I filmed here on this gray couch in front of this gray wall 4 years ago when I started my YouTube channel. And that is the word homely.
So homely in the UK is like...
Feels like home.
Yeah, it feels like home. It's really
Cozy,
nice. Cozy is a good word, yeah. Warm. So like you just decorated your lounge, nice settee in there, blankets, and someone will go, oh, this was so homely. Yeah,
or like you go to a place, like, I don't know, like a little cafe, and it's got like cushions on the sofa.
Fireplace going.
It feels homely, yeah.
Definitely.
It feels warm.
So that's positive in the UK. I think we've heard this before, but it's not positive in the US, which, again, I don't know what it would mean in the US, I forgot. We're about to find out.
I was looking to find lodging in England for one of our trips, and we're on Airbnb and we're reading all the descriptions of places to stay. And I'm reading these descriptions and people are using the word homely to say, oh, this was a great place. It was so homely and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, homely? Homely means ugly. Oh. It is a very pejorative word. You would never in the States use homely to describe something that you wanted to be a praising, complimentary description. So that really cracked me up because in the UK, to say something is homely means it's like home.
Yeah.
So when you go stay at a flat for an Airbnb stay, the fact that it's homely means it's just like home. It's very comfortable and you will like it there. Whereas when you describe, usually people are described as homely in the US, and it means they're ugly. So that one really cracked me up. Another thing, this is really more of an Airbnb description thing as well, and it's kind of a connotation. So stick with me on this, and some of you won't agree with me, I'm sure, but this is my impression. If I'm looking through descriptions of places to stay in the US and something is described as cozy,
yeah, that's kind of nice.
Similar to homely.
Similar to home, yeah, nice cozy. You can snuggle up against a fireplace, not against it, but with a fireplace in there. Do you know what I mean?
Similar to homely.
Yeah, just really nice. Again, let us know what you guys think of these words in the comments below, by the way.
It means to me, it would mean that it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this cabin is cozy.
Yeah.
It has comfortable furniture, a soft sofa to sit on. It has blankets. It's warm enough. Maybe it has a fire. A fire is very cozy. So that's what cozy means. It's like, it's all positive vibes. What I've discovered by reading descriptions on booking.com or Airbnb for British places to stay is cozy, spelled with an S, of course, instead of a Z, is often a euphemism for really tiny and cramped.
So what is clickbait?
It's not.
That's just
It's
because
not.
Britain's small. It is
Just
just
because we have
Britain's
small places.
Everywhere's
Yeah,
tiny and cramped.
It's not a bad word at all. It's
No.
always used positively.
Yeah, positive. I get what you mean.
I've never come across it being used negative.
I see you could go in a small room and go, oh no, it's
Yeah,
nice
like,
and
oh,
cozy.
it's nice and cozy in here because it's small. But that is because everything in Britain is
Yeah,
small
I feel
anyway.
it's used for both, isn't
I
it?
feel like because she's come from America where it's big, that's why she thinks that.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's the same as homely.
I get what she's getting at because it can
But
be
that's not
used
true.
in a small area, but I feel like you just use it in general as well. The US version's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, we use this as a US version.
Would you spell it differently though?
With the S. We
Yeah.
spell everything with an S.
Yeah,
Like,
not
we
everything.
use- Well, like
We don't spell with an
like
S.
prioritise, we use an S that uses A.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you guys in a second.
So I've learned
That's not cozy to me.
when a
Yeah, that's not cozy.
cottage
That's not
is
cozy.
described as cozy in Britain, I need to be on alert that's probably going to be really small. So to me, that's kind of an opposite in
feel
its
like-
connotation. Another
She might be a bit disappointed if she doesn't look at. She goes for one that doesn't say cozy because she thinks it's going to be big.
Most of them
'cause
small
Most of them are
anyway.
going to be smaller.
Yeah, lovely though, and cozy.
Doesn't mean it's doesn't have a bad
word
flavour.
that I don't understand. So British people, you need to explain this to me.
Okay.
To an American, the word saloon is
Let her explain what it means.
an old-timey word that we used back in the Wild West to describe a bar that would be on that.
I mean, we don't usually.
Saloon cars.
Ooh.
The long cars.
I was gonna go like hair salon.
the salon.
Salon. Yeah, but I'm guessing she's saying it
No.
differently. I've never used the word saloon in my
The
life.
only reason I've heard a saloon is a car. Saloon car.
It'd be interesting if she said like hair salon, then I'd get what she means. But I don't know how you spell that, so you don't spell it with a double O, do you? It's a
No.
single O.
And it's salon. It's
Yeah,
never been called saloon.
Us Brits are used to this. We can't explain saloon. Apart from
Yeah.
a car, maybe it is the car thing.
I think it is a
I don't know.
Main Street running through the middle of town where the man in the white hat and the black hat would have a shootout at high noon. The bar that you would have on
so cool.
that main
It does.
street where people would go to get a beer and they would have their barroom brawls, that is a saloon. We never use the word saloon in 2023 America to describe things, but in Britain, I've heard this word used. It's definitely some type of a room in a house, I think. And is it also a car? I
there
don't
you
know.
go.
You guys need
It's
to
a car,
explain
but
this.
It's not a room in a house.
If you're British or American and you use it in Britain or wherever, let us know because
In a house.
I didn't even know it was a car. I never used that word in my life. The only thing I could
For
think
a
of
house,
was
I'm trying to think of what room would ever be called that.
like a snug, maybe. I've never used salute.
I've never used that as
Again,
a
if you're
house.
British, let us know in the comments because us Brits are confused.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that means in a house.
Saloon thing to me because I'm completely confused by
Same.
it. I just know that when I hear it as an American, I always think about the Wild West, and
I
it
just know
means
the
something
car.
totally different to y'all. The next word is dummy. Any
Yeah, dummy.
Pacifier.
Yeah, you guys got a pacifier. We give Archie
Or they
dummy.
might say that they call people dummies.
We also call people dummies.
Yeah, we don't really.
But
It's very American. Though.
if we say dummy, if you've got a baby, if you talk about the little
Pacifier.
pacifier, yeah.
time
Archie
an
has one.
American hears the word dummy, that is just very insulting.
Oh, it's insulting, yeah.
A very
You dummy.
negative word. And the fact that in Britain, it just means a pacifier for a baby, that's kind of funny to me. Because if a mom of a baby is looking around frantically for her baby's pacifier and is saying, "Where is that dummy?" An American sitting by might be like, "That's a really rude thing for her to say." So that's one I definitely needed to include in my
I
opposite
feel like with
list.
that one though, if someone said you're a dummy in Britain, you'd understand it was an insult, like dumb.
Yeah, because
depends
you
on the
wouldn't- Yeah,
context.
well, the way you say it, because you wouldn't say about a baby's pacifier. you're a dummy to the pacifier.
Yeah, exactly. So I think people in Britain we definitely understand dummy as an
Yeah,
insult.
because we use dumb, don't we?
Yeah, we
You
use
know.
dumb, like Dumb and Dumber the movie and stuff like that. I have no clue if that's British or American. I've got absolutely no clue, but
That's American.
everyone knows it is what I'm thinking.
But what I'm saying is,
I've never seen the movie. I just know the title.
Some people will be like, "Oh, I'm so dumb," or
Yes,
that was a dumb thing
I'm
to
such
do.
a dummy, or something like that. I've
Dumb
heard.
thing to
So again, it's just a context.
we
But if-
use both, but we know that a dummy is a pacifier.
Yeah, if a baby's there and it was used in the context of a pacifier, you would get it. So again, we use it,
But
but
then I
I
feel like
get
some
the
people
opposite meaning.
use different words for dummies, even.
Yeah, some people do. They I had a word for it, which a lot of people use, and I forgot it. That's annoying. Come on, you know it.
I don't.
I'll try and remember it throughout this.
Archie calls his a dodo, doesn't he?
So people call it a dodo.
Archie doesn't.
Yeah, because Archie can't speak.
He can't speak.
You're a bit. Do you want me to?
I'm a bit bright there. Yeah, thank you. That's
Oh, there we go. I was going to say you had a bit of sun on you. Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's crack on. I don't know where we're going with that. If I think of a word, I'll think of a word.
Okay, here's another one that's really fun because this is one of those nuance words that I never heard when I was just a tourist visiting Britain for a week or two each year. But now that I started living in England, I've heard this word a lot. And I think it's so funny because we never use it in this way in the States. And it's the word fresh.
Okay.
In the US, fresh is a good word, especially when it's used to describe baked goods
Yep.
or fruits and vegetables.
Same
It
in the UK.
means they're fresh and delicious and wonderful. And of course, in Britain, it would mean the same thing. Now, getting fresh with someone is kind of a cheeky, scandalous word. I don't know if you have that connotation in Britain for the word fresh. Do you use that word,
don't
say
think so.
getting fresh with someone?
Nah, I don't think I've ever said that.
No,
I've never heard that before. Didn't know it was American. There you go. I'm trying to think. The only other thing I'd use fresh for, apart from what you said about fruit and all that, would be like, oh, you're looking fresh.
Yeah.
Someone's looking good or got a good fit on or something like that. That's the only other thing. Let's see what she says.
Anyway, the way that Brits use the word fresh that I've never heard in the States is to mean a cold day. If you go outside
fresh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
it's a nippy day, it is just
Yeah, it's a bit
cold and
fresh.
blustery.
Yeah, it's a bit fresh
Not
outside. I'd be
necessarily
careful.
a cold and blistery day. I think
a
we would just
chilly
say, I
day.
think if it was like sunny but there's a bit of a chill or a bit of a wind, or it's a bit fresh today.
If someone said to you, yeah, what's
if
the
it was-
weather
if
like?
she's in hats and scarf, we'd be like, it's freezing, it's cold.
Yeah.
We would never say it's fresh. Fresh means like
Or an
it's got
autumn
an
morning.
edge to it.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of an edge.
Um,
It's got a bit of an
And
edge.
it's only really if someone says, oh, is it cold weather outside? Yeah, it's a bit fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say it if it was cold and snowing. We'd
Yeah, I
say
forgot
it's
about that
cold.
one. Again, so one word has so many different meanings. You forget and you just use it in general life, but you don't realise you do until someone highlights it.
Yeah.
And maybe unexpectedly so, you go outside and you're like, oh, it's quite fresh out here. And your face gets red and you're shivering. Say, oh, it's rather fresh.
It's a bit
Almost
fresh.
like an understated way of saying it's pretty dang cold. I've never heard that use in the US. So again, I feel like it's kind of an opposite thing of fresh is a good word in the US and it means too dang cold in the UK. The next word is a controversial one,
Okay.
which I think I might have mentioned in a video years ago as well, and it's the word fag. If
Yeah.
a British person says,
Cigarette in the UK, isn't
Cigarette,
it?
yeah.
It unfortunately does have a bad connotation with it in the UK. It's the exact same thing with the dummy. It's the context.
Yeah.
If somebody was going to say,
Have you
which
got a-
don't ever say it, you are a,
Then it's different.
then it's different. But if someone says, I'm going out for a fag,
You
then
would
it's
know
like you're going out for a
that won't
cigarette.
mean cigarette, yeah.
So again, it's for context. You don't want to use it in the bad connotation, obviously. But I think in the UK, we get both.
Yeah, we do, but yeah, it means cigarette.
Yeah,
It
cigarette.
just has bad meaning. It's
Yeah,
like
it-
a lot of the swear words mean different things.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd like to bum a fag to an American, that would be a very bad thing.
I don't think
That
they'd
would
say
just,
they want to bum
that America would be like,
Not that, but I guess
They
like
wouldn't say-
bund or to make
I
one.
want to have or make. They would never say I want to bum a fag.
Roll one. I'm just trying to think people. I don't smoke. But
Yeah, no.
people do
I
roll
feel
more.
like she might be a bit grasping with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, maybe.
You would,
Let us know in the
I
comments.
have never heard anyone say I'm gonna bum a fag.
Yeah, but I don't know what the slang
with
is
it.
for making them.
Rolly, isn't there? and stuff like that.
Rolly, yeah, I
But-
don't know.
But they've never heard bum. I think she's,
I've never heard
I
it,
think
but-
she might be rolling with that one. a little
Let us
bit.
know in the comments what you
Yeah.
think.
like, what? You said what? We do not use the word fag to mean cigarettes. So if you are British just be aware of that if you are around any Americans, that that's really not a good word to use. And frankly, I'm not sure it should be used in Britain anymore either to describe cigarettes. So
It's for context, isn't it?
either stop smoking or don't use that word. That's my advice to you. The other very strange word with a really different meaning is faggot. While we're on that topic.
Wait, what?
It's a meat.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you know how faggots?
No.
I have.
I'd never say that word for
It's a
obvious
meat.
reason. I just thought it was an insult
It's
and...
meat.
Oh, wow.
It's food. I've eaten it before.
Have you? Was it nice?
But yeah, it just tastes like meat.
Wow. I will avoid saying the word for a joke, but...
I think Americans know the word faggot has an archaic meaning of sticks, a bunch of sticks that you might use to make a fire or something. But we
Okay.
don't use that word anymore because it is such a derogatory term for a group of people. Americans do not use that word at all if you are a polite person. So when I go to the market in Cheltenham and I go to the butcher's stall and I see amidst all the fresh meats and sausages that they have faggots for sale, I'm like,
There you go, you nailed it. Half
that is just crazy that y'all are calling those meatball things faggots. Very interesting. I don't think butchers in the US, even if they made whatever those are, would use that name. I don't think that'd go over well. Whether you live in Britain or you live in the US, let me know if someone from the other side of the pond has ever said something to you that has made you go,
Let us
say
know in the
what?
comments.
What did you just say? That has caught you aback, caught you off guard, something that I haven't mentioned so far. I have thought many times, how on earth did British people end up calling erasers rubbers, and then American people decide to call condoms rubbers?
Yeah, it's mad,
Those
isn't
are
it?
two
But
very
yeah, like say races are rubber to us.
Yeah, I guess just different
I mean,
places.
it's
isn't it?
like
It's-
condoms are Johnnies over here.
I never.
I doubt we all... No, we don't, but we can be used as slang as Johnnies.
I guess it. But the thing is, I mean, why shouldn't we call pavements? You call pavements sidewalks. Why can't we call? Just because things have bad names in one place,
Oh, yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, it's just mad, isn't it, how we just have completely different words. It's the same language, but divided by a language. Do you know what I mean? Like,
very different things, and the fact that that common word is used in such different ways on different sides of the pond. Did someone think that would be a funny joke to play? Because that's kind of a weird one. So let me know what examples you have of words that have shocked or surprised you from your cousins across the pond. And to round this out, let's just talk about a couple things that Americans in particular do that are kind of opposite in what they say and what they mean.
okay.
So here's an example. The younger generation, like my sons, have a tendency, if you offer them something and they don't want it, instead of saying, no, if I say, would you like a piece of pie? Instead of saying no or no, thank you, they say, I'm good. The fact that using good to mean no is weird to me, and it's also
because I feel like I've
Yeah.
said that. Like, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, you had the thank you on the end.
So
Yeah,
say
no, I'm
like,
good,
no, I'm
thanks.
good. Hi, I don't need anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've heard
I
that
think
loads
that
of times.
might be a generational thing rather than a country thing. Maybe it
Yeah.
has come from America, but I feel like that is definitely. I feel like people in the UK, like our age kids, do say
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah,
definitely a
I'm
generational
good.
thing. I think.
Add the thanks in, don't just leave it. I'm
Yeah, I'm
good.
good, that's
You
right.
got to add the thanks in, but yeah, I'm the same. I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah,
it's the exact same
As
thing.
if say no, thank you.
Yeah, I think I would say all right a lot more than good, but it's the exact same meaning, isn't
Yeah, I
it?
feel like that's a generational thing.
Yeah.
not a country
Let us
thing.
know in the comments if you use it or not.
It's not super annoying. I'm not massively peeved about this. I don't have my undies in a bunch. I don't have my knickers in a knot. But it's just be polite and say no, thank you. Don't say I'm good.
Make sure you put the thank you in
When my
whatever you
sons say that to me, I usually say, I'll tell you if you're good. The last one, I want to give credit to French comedian Gad Elmaleh for this one. I saw it in a hilarious video of his on YouTube where he was talking as a French speaker about some of the things he thought were interesting that Americans say that mean opposite. And as he put it, the fact that we say, I'm down, again, this is kind of a young person's slang.
Yeah, so I'm down for that. Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
do
I'm down
it.
for
Yeah,
that.
let's
Sounds
go for
good,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd use I'm down.
I
It's
feel
all-
like that's a generational thing again.
definitely. It's like, just someone want to go to the beach? But, oh, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'll
Yeah,
be
I'm
good
down
for that.
for it, yeah.
If you ask someone, do they want to do something? And they say, I'm down. That doesn't mean they're depressed. It doesn't mean they're sad. It means they're up for it. So if someone says, I'm down, that means they're up for it. So that was a nice, funny one I thought I would use.
I guess the way to describe it is like, not like if you're putting a list, like, I'm down on the list, I guess. Maybe, is that where it's come from?
I have no idea.
So if you want to do something, you make a list, wouldn't you? But everyone who's going to an event or something like that, I'm down, put me down, I guess. I've just thought about it off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Again, let us know in the comments.
I don't know.
Just to end my silly little list of American.
That was good. Enjoyed that. Some good words in there, some new ones in there,
Yep.
some differences we had. Yeah, that's good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good channel, link in description as always. What should we do?
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.